Let's join Dr. Rhema Wagner, DC, as she takes us on a 6-step journey to health and vitality. Our first stop on this journey is a look at the importance of regular chiropractic adjustment in order to stay pain-free. From there, we move on to how to maintain your ideal weight and the role that regular heavy metal detox can play in making that possible. Then, our next step is a hand-tailored nutrition program built especially for you based on your own blood work. This is a custom-tailored program that does not come from a book, not even a bestseller. Then the next step is energy medicine and acupuncture and the role it can play. We move on then to epigenetics and preventive medicine. Our final stop is the importance of physical therapy and spinal strength. Let's join Dr. Rhema now.
I often am called by my patients their guide on the side, their guide to health. Man, when you go out there and you look at the internet and you try to find out how to get healthy, how to feel better, what is wrong with you, then a lot of times you'll spend hours and a lot of the ideas intersect and basically cancel each other out. So one of the things I want to do with you today is talk to you about what we do differently in my office and how to get to a path, if you will, to health and vitality that can seem very elusive. We're going to simplify it pretty good. One of the things I love is to be well adjusted. Whenever my chiropractor shows up, I'm like, yes, I'm so excited. I always feel better and have more energy after I'm adjusted and adjusted well. And so one of the things I often encourage my patients to do is to stay on a maintenance, a monthly type of program where they get adjusted. So we keep the pain away, keep them pain-free. And if they're on the road to minimizing pain, well, that can be done too. Pain-free can be a way of life. I know you might be sitting out there listening to this and you might say, that's not possible for me. I think it is, and I think it is through a natural health perspective. So let's try. The next concept after being well adjusted for health and vitality is how to get fit and have ideal weight. Well, we kind of know a little bit about diets today, eating right and exercising. But one of the things I'll tell you is if you don't know how to burn fat and how to get fat to leave your body through the liver and through the kidneys, then how are you going to do it? So one of the things that you need to know is how to clean the liver through heavy metal detoxification, because we're always eating even healthy things like fish contains mercury and lead, sometimes aluminum, and these things clog up our liver, if you will, and stop us from being able to burn fat and to continue to lose weight. We should be ongoingly doing heavy metal detox to purify our body and keep some of the diseases and cancers at bay. The next concept and idea is to have hand-tailored specific nutrition through blood work. So what we do here is we have an algorithm, a computer program, if you will, that took clinical trials from some of the best scientists and lots of years of working with patients. We take in your medications. We also add in whatever blood work you have. In a blood work range, there's usually a range, say from 1 to 4. If you're less than 1, you have a disease, and if you're more than 4, a lot of times they're saying you have a disease. But sometimes within that range, people don't know that there's an optimal range. It's a very narrow range within the healthy range. And when you're in that optimal zone, you feel good, you look good, life is easier because it's just going better. Everything when it's optimized works better in your body, and you can overcome disease that way. So knowing how much fish oil or fatty acids to take does matter, and also whether or not you need it to be done a certain way, like a methylated vitamin. The next concept is energy medicine and acupuncture. I love energy medicine. It's so weird, how do you even explain it? But everything is energy, and we know that through science. And we also know that we want to play our lives out on high energy, not on low energy. Sometimes throughout the day you can feel energy surges and energy drops. But one of the things for sure is to know how to maximize your energy. So things like acupuncture to move energy, if you're waking up at night at the same time every night, Something isn't flowing in your energy and we need to see why. And also sometimes our brain has deconstructive programs, subconscious patterns, behaviors, ideas that are sort of lodged below the surface. And from that we have health choices that aren't always for our best. When we rid ourselves of those, it opens up a whole new opportunity to have such a better life and have really holistic health and vitality. The next concept is epigenetics and preventive medicine. Preventive medicine is kind of like, what does that mean? Preventive medicine is like knowing what's down the pike and preventing it. So one of the ways to do that is to know your genetics. To have a under $200 cheek swab that you can get information back to know what is down the pike for you. For instance, I didn't know it, but I had 2 SNPs, which is just on the DNA, a little piece that basically from my mother and from my father to get breast cancer. No one in my family has ever had a breast cancer scare. That isn't even something that's on our radar. But guess what? Last fall, I had a small amount of breast cancer. So what was shocking to me was that, and then also to go back and look and see that I could have taken certain vitamins, done certain things in my life to prevent it. I did get rid of it, but I tell you what, next time and in the future, I'm going to pay better attention to my genetics so that I can prevent down the road. I'd like you to know that too, so you have an opportunity to correct cardiovascular disease or other things. The next concept after that will be physical therapy and spinal strength. Wow, last year when I had the breast cancer scare, I also had the fun, exciting joy of hurting my back for the first time. I'm 40 years old at this point, so that's pretty cool that all this time in my life I have not hurt my back. But a small fender bender at Starbucks, followed by an awesome yoga class that was intense, then carrying my 4-year-old daughter on my back and playing with her, what happened was I blew 3 discs. And it was painful, and it took many months to heal. And I had to do all the stuff that I teach other people to do, and it was a slow process, and I needed encouragement. But one of the things I'll tell you is I was fit at the time. I was working out, I was strong, but my low back and core wasn't. And so it was the weak link that broke. You have a weak link. I don't know whether it's in your neck, mid-back, low back. I don't know where it might be. It might be your shoulder. But until you have spinal strength and you take care of staying well adjusted and keeping your core and back strong so you can do, like me, whatever we want. And guess what? I'm back in those intense yoga classes, and I'm also playing with my daughter. It's fun. I want to live a life where I get to do what I want to do without getting hurt. I want to be pain-free, and I am pain-free. And you can be too. But I'll tell you what, health and vitality can be yours. It is possible. Come see me. Let me be your guide on the side. You may be watching this from another state and go, well, I don't have a chiropractor like you in the area. Call my office. We can have a phone consult. I can find you someone to help you, and we can see what we can do. Because health can be yours and vitality can be yours, and you deserve it.